Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Trails into Reverie. In the last parts, we continued on with Lloyd's route. We made our way towards Armorica. We took down some dinos. Reunited with Ellie. Reconvened with Sean, Cecile, and a couple of others. And we've kind of found out a little bit what happened after the whole signing ceremony. And as we were doing that, we got what we suspect is a ransom note for Kia and Ilya, who is in the ancient battlefield. So that's where we gotta go. So, I'm all set. Let's get going. What's this strange feeling? Choosing to continue to cause the main story to advance. It will also not be possible going further in Lloyd's story for a brief period. God! Fine. There's something wrong, Lloyd. Oh, sorry, I thought I sensed something strange, but it must have been my imagination. Wait, why does my pocket feel bulkier than all of a sudden? Oh, a mirror? Oh, peculiar looking. Where'd you find it? I'm not sure. I've never seen it before. Strange as it sounds, it just appeared in my pocket out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that doesn't just happen. I'm guessing one of the village kids slipped it in your pocket as a prank. Maybe, but I doubt any of them could pull it off without me noticing. But if that's not it, then how did it get in my pocket? I can't even hazard a guess. I feel as though I have it for a reason. It's so bizarre. Where could it have come from? Oh no! Progressing one or both of the other stories in order to continue. Oh, you really can't, like, you're literally, like, locked in. Interesting, okay. So I was kind of curious if they would kick you back out to the Trails to Walk menu or not, but I guess not. So, in order to progress with him, I believe you gotta continue on with the Rean's route. So we're gonna pick up with Rean.
つーか、もう10時かよ。
ああ、やはりユミルからだと。
God, we're on Heimdallr? Shit. We haven't been here since Cold Steel 2.
次なる標的は赤き都に沈殿するおでい。心して待つがいい。
赤き都といえば赤の帝都ヘイムダルで間違いない。とはいえ帝都は広すぎる。効率よく調査していく必要があるが
俺の勘だとガルニエ地区と競馬場あたりが怪しい気がするんだがな。
アッシュさん、
わかってるっつーの。遊びに繰り出すにしても面倒ごと全部片付けてからだ。
事件が完全に解決すれば改めて好きな場所に連れて行っても構わないが、言うまでもなくいかがわしい店は論外だからな。
この格好で行くわけにもいかねえしな。
服装の問題じゃないんだが。
スイーツのお店はありですよね。
ああ、ユーナたちも含め俺のおごりで思う存分食べるといい。ともあれ、まずは協力者のオリエさんのもとに挨拶に行くとしよう。
はい、ライカ地区のバンダール流道場ですね。
So I guess it's just us, huh? Ash and Altina. The best team. Ash for his strength and Altina because she's the best character. Don't at me. The morning after learning from Major Claire Crosswell's occupation, we set about discussing how we should act. We also established contact with all members of the Class 7 that we could to inform them of the situation. First, there was the matter of Crosswell itself. We knew that from the Major's intel that it was under the control of the former Governor General and his Ebon Defense Force. Anxiety over the region's welfare gnawed at us, but as it had been isolated from the outside world, we had no way to learn more. Indeed, there was little we could do on that front for the time being. Then there was the matter of the search for Prince Oliver and his wife. Their whereabouts remain unknown. Furthermore, the round of 7 system we had used to stay in touch over long distances relied on an artifact stored in the Courageous 2. And with the airship stolen, that method of communication was lost to us. Our only clue then was the message sent to the intelligence division by C. Vague as it was, the information was undoubtedly our best lead in unraveling the mystery of the prince's disappearance. With the hope on the horizon, we set about dividing ourselves into several groups. Major Clara and Una agreed to head east to get a handle on the situation in Crossbell. Meanwhile, Lord Matthias... I think we should call you Lord Matt. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Lord Matt and Kurt would head west to rendezvous with the students of the Vander School. Muse volunteered to return to the branch campus to meet up with the principal and her fellow students, as well as seek help from other sources. The others would all find ways to play to their strengths in aiding our cause. Meanwhile, I was to bring Altina and Ash with me to Heimdallr to follow the trail led to us by C's message. That's basically our situation as it stands. His Excellency also asks us to tell you that he hopes that you'll be able to look after the hall in his extended absence. That's his mother! It's the least we could do. Your husband did a lot for us. More like put us to the goddamn ringer. All while shrugging off our attacks like we were nothing more than a bunch of buzzing mosquitoes. He sent Kurt flying off a cliff too. I found him quite terrifying.
どうやら必要以上にイフの念を抱かせてしまったようですね。ただ、クルトにしてもそうですが、あの人は見込みのないものを無用に追い込んだりはしません。実際に立ち会い、皆さんのことを評価したからこそ課した試練。そこをご理解いただけると幸いです。
We do. Don't worry. Yeah, you could tell he wasn't acting with any ill will. If anything, I'm the one with a reputation for being a stern disciplinarian around here. Besides, based on how often I see my students quake at the knees, I'd wager they fear me more than my husband. We caught wind of that when we were here on one of our field exercises. Kurt's got some monster parents. Surprised the guy ain't half Tomatarian or something. And the time I spent with him, it was clear there was much more to him than his stern presence in the battlefield. He was kind enough to share some wisdom with me too. Was he now? He's a man of a few words, so that's very unusual. I can't picture that happening at all. Same here. Please don't speak really about the man in front of his wife, you two. Don't worry, I appreciate their honesty. Still, I'm glad to see that you all seem to be more united as a class than you did when you were last here. Do continue to look after my Kurt, won't you? Of course. We would even if we weren't asked to. And if he wants to help get into the good kind of trouble, I'm his guy. Getting back to why we're here, has anything out of the ordinary happened in the capital recently? The students who were here have split up across Erebonia and searched for information on Prince Oliver's whereabouts. As such, I'm not as well informed on the situation here in Heimdallr as I would be. But there is one thing I feel is worth mentioning. What is that? It feels as though there are more people coming and going than there should be, especially given how there are no festivals or celebrations here around this time of year. It's making the capital feel more restless than usual, differently from how it did during the summer festival. It's as though there's something stagnant in the air. I'll be glad to not have to deal with any more Calvard spies like at the festival, that's for sure. But stagnant air is all you're gonna get in the city to begin with. You feel anything out of whack, Schwarzer? Not especially, if I'm honest. I'm guessing it's a relatively slight difference, ma'am. Yes, it may even just be my imagination. You've lived in Heimdallr for a long time. If something feels amiss to you, it likely is. We'll keep that in mind as we investigate. I'm sorry I can't provide you with any more concrete information. There is one thing I can do, however. I'd like to introduce you to someone dependable to aid your investigation. Oh? Well, I say introduce, but you particularly know her very well. She should be here any moment now. Ah, there you are! Oh, is that who I think it is? I think I know who that is. I suspected as much. By all means. It's you! It's Elise! It's Elise! Elise.
ごきげんよう兄様。アルティナさんにアッシュさんも。
The same to you. So she's our little helper, eh? Indeed. Sister to Rean, French Princess Alphine, and head of the St. Astraria's Student Council. The noble Elise Schwarzer herself.
今回の件についてはすでに姫様やミュゼから聞いています。その上でオリエ夫人に話を通しつつ、こうして兄様たちの前に出てきました。突然名乗りを上げる形となって恐縮ですが、デートにおける調査活動、必ずや兄様たちのお力になれるかと。
You do know more about the capital than any of us. You're not coming, and that's final.
兄様
Out comes the big brother. There's still far too much we don't know about the situation here. Given that our enemies pilfered the name of the Imperial Liberation Front, we could very well be dealing with terrorists. Involving a civilian in this would be downright irresponsible.
民間人ですか。私がただのか弱い学生だとそうおっしゃりたいのですね。
That's not what I'm trying to...
いいえ、違いません。そもそも兄様は一つ大きな思い違いをされています。
And what point is that?
今回の件に関して私がただの民間人であるはずがありません。何せエリゼ・シュバルツァーはアルフィン殿下の親友なのですから。
But that is that, and this is this.
大切な家族が行方不明になってしまわれたのに、それでも外部に悟られぬよう笑顔を振りまいておられる姫様。皇族としての責務を果たすために自ら探しに行くこともできず、そんな姫様の姿を黙って見ていることなどどうしてできるでしょうか。せめて私が姫様の代わりに王子夫妻の捜索に少しでも尽力しなければ、この先も姫様の親友などと胸を張って名乗れるはずがありません。
Elise. Looks like you lose this one, Schwarzer. You realize both of them are Schwarzer in this context. If I may, I think you would do well to put your trust in her here. Her skill with the rapier is formidable. That may be so, but...
私なりに磨いてきた男爵家に伝わる再建術、最近ではオリエ夫人にも指南していただきました。武術だけではありません。今では学生会長として様々な重要案件も処理しています。私はもう兄様に守られるばかりのか弱い存在ではありません。
She's growing up. Alright. Ash called this one right. You win.
兄様では
We'll be glad to have your assistance. But if things get dangerous, I want you to do as I say. Deal? She's growing up, Rean. You just gotta let her go. I wish you all well in your investigation. Please do be careful. Should I catch wind of anything new here, I'll let you know immediately. Thank you, we appreciate it. And let us set off.
その勇み足にならないよう私も十分に気をつけます。ですが兄様も本当に大変な時は言ってくださいね。こんな私でも何かの力になれると思いますから。
Thanks, it's good to know you've got my back.
めっそうもありません。
Alright. Let's move out. Yeah, we haven't actually had a chance to walk around Heimdallr since Cold Steel 2, so it's been a long time. Let's see, what to do next? We have to meet up with the rest of our friends who come to the capital, but there's still plenty of time before our scheduled gathering. Huh, no point in rushing then. Shall we patrol the districts and gather some intelligence? That way we can meet with the others along the way. Given your familiarity with the area, that certainly sounds like the most efficient plan. That reminds me, apparently the violin nerd we're supposed to meet up with is from here. Right. Elliot hasn't been on tour, so he's been working in the city. Bacchus is from the capital, too. Bacchus, Elisa, Toe, and Sharon. I hope they're doing alright. I'm sure they are. For now, let's focus on what we can do. You're right, Rean. Oh, hey, it's been so long since we've walked around here. This is a sub-event. I think that's our first sub-event that we've seen. Go check it out.
この先は帝国博物館ですね。
先輩がいるかもしれないし、覗いてみても良さそうだな。
Wait, did we come here in Cold Steel 3? I don't even remember. I think we did, didn't we? It's been so long since I played Cold Steel 3 that I don't even remember. I think we did. Still, it's been a long time since we've been here. Here we are at the Imperial Museum. There don't seem to be many visitors today. Dorothy! Yeah, Cold Steel 3. Hey Dorothy, good to see you. How's work been treating you?
そうなんですよ。実は新作の売れ行きが良くて、出版社から専業作家になるよう勧められたりもしているのですが、学芸員の仕事にも愛着が湧いてしまって。
If I remember correct, she used to write rather exotic stories, didn't she? And that is the other reason I don't want to go into full-time writing. I'd probably become a total shut-in. I'd miss out on all this. Man, I don't know what's going on with Twitch, but my streams just keep getting interrupted. And it's not because of frame drops either, it's just being flat out disconnected. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with Twitch. I find the best way to seek inspiration is to observe daily life. People watching, so to speak. Why, as I was on my way home from work the other day, I spotted a budding flower at the nearby cafe that caught my eye. My mind went wild imagining experiences that could end the precarious final days of his youth. I can't keep doing this! My nose is gonna bleed. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm now remembering, she's the one who was into the gay love, wasn't she? It's no wonder why Her Highness sees you as a kindred spirit. Oh, and it's good to see you again, Ash. I've been wanting to give you an update about the joint publication between our old literature club and yours. All it's done is to gather a collection of poems by none other than yourself. Tatiana and I haven't given up hope that you'll submit them yet. Lay off, will ya? I told you I'll do it when I feel like it. It's only a matter of time before it gives in. No doubt. So what brings you all to the capital today? Does it have something to do with the Ebon Defense Force group that occupied Crossbell? It doesn't seem like she's heard anything before Princess Oliver and Lady Shara. Yeah, something like that. By the way, is it just me or are there fewer visitors here than normal? You noticed? Actually, the museum put a restriction on the number of visitors allowed at once recently. Something came up that has us concerned. Concerned? What do you mean? You remember the museum is connected to a tunnel that leads to Heimdallr's Catacombs, right? We've been hearing what sounds like voices coming from that direction lately. It's kind of scary. I would imagine. Do you think it could be monsters? Maybe, but if anything, it sounds more like a ghost. Something completely unnatural. I dusted off my old orbital staff to take a look down there before, but I didn't come across any signs of monsters. A ghost, huh? You expect us to believe that bullshit? I'm not reminded that we experienced monsters and a magic night down there already. Not to mention, this was the spot the Dark Dragon's nest appeared before the Great Twilight. Something abnormal happening again isn't out of the question. I remember that now. Come to think of it, Instructor Sarah told us she dropped by here a couple weeks ago. I wasn't here at the time, but the head curator told me as much. There apparently was a break-in, so she came to investigate. I don't think it has anything to do with the noises we've been hearing, though. Perhaps, but it wouldn't hurt to keep it in mind. We should begin our investigation soon. I did put a formal request in with the guild already, but I guess they're swamped with other things right now. They said it'll be a while before they can get around to it. That's a shame, but I'm not surprised that they would be busy. Right, but we can't afford to just let the situation go unchecked. Would you mind if we looked into it, Dorothy? Not at all. We would really appreciate it. Man, this is gonna be a pain in the ass, but I guess it's better than letting this place get done in by a poltergeist or something. Whatever the cause is paranormal or not, I think this would be worth our time. I agree. There's a possibility that we could discover something that pertains to our current investigation. In that case, you should take this. I got a key. It's just over there, to the left of the main exhibit. Thank you, and do be careful. We will be. Oh boy. Ugh. So we're gonna go that way. I like no one in the museum. They got one dude. Got one dude in here. That's it. Alright. My word. Real accurate info there, Four Eyes. Didn't she say that she couldn't find any monsters? That just means the situation has gotten worse since Dorothy checked. And I don't think these are your average kind of monsters. I've seen this type of creature in the past. An evil fairy. Undoubtedly a type of demon. Just as we expected then. I don't know if it's because of them, but I feel a chill in my skin. That just speaks to how powerful the spiritual presence is. Somehow, though, I don't think these demons are the only reasoning for this. Let's keep our guards up and take care of these things. No, we're like one enemy short. No. Oh, wait, no. Well, there's four of them. I could still get my trophy. I can still do it. I can still get my trophies. Dead! Got him! No! They survived just barely. Oh, what a fucking rip. God fucking damn it. Man, feels bad. Son of a bitch. Alright, that's a fucking rip. I gotta fix my links. Man, feels bad, man. Feels bad. Got my situation resolved. Look like there's still more. It could be that they just keep coming endlessly, and that spiritual presence is as strong as ever. Whatever, they're all small fry to me. I suppose your little sis ain't too bad, Schwarzer. Beautiful fencing, powerful arts, and precise support. There's no way you learned all that since Estrella. Correct, I belong to no club either. In my case, the rapier skill his father taught me served as the basis of my fighting technique. And when I was younger, Rean tutored me as well. I see. You said as much at the dojo earlier, but you grew up in the perfect environment. She even took lessons from Master Kafai with me before. And on top of that, she's been trained by the Storm Watcher too. So honestly, you could describe Elisa's style as entirely unique to her. Please, you exaggerate. Damn, you ain't Schwarzer's little sis for nothing. Is this the voice Dorothy mentioned? It's coming from deeper within. Uh-oh. It's totally different from before. Is this an apparition? I swear I just saw something resembling a pluromocrast for a second. This presence is immense. This thing is completely different than what we have fought so far. A hostile spiritual being? It's my first time seeing one like this. It's like the deep-seated grudge of a sorcerer from the Dark Ages made manifest. Either way, it's clear this thing is the source of our problems. And we just gotta whoop its ass, easy. Class 7 impresses as always. I must be careful not to hold you all back. We got 4 on our side, the absolute bare minimum. Looks like the enemy doesn't have a plan on leaving. If we want to be absolutely sure we can beat it, we should probably fight with everyone together. Is this one of those things where you can come back? You know what? Let's just take a walk around here real quick, see what's up here. Lone Blade? What is that? First attack, craft deals 15%. 50%. Okay, nice. Alright. I'm gonna do it. Can't stop me. Rest up. Alright. Can't stop me, I'm gonna do it. Fuck this thing. Let's get rid of this thing. Here we go, everyone. Alright, what do we got here? I'm gonna move out of that. Wow, it's only one single target. No, this guy's got 0 craft. Can I seal it somehow? I don't think I can. Rip. Ow. Alright. Let's burn them all down. Alright, so we've seen Swallowtail. That's a cure-all. Let's get rid of all of you. Are you still alive? Not anymore. We've already seen this. Okay, so let's see what Holy Squall is like. You know, it's kind of not necessary. Nice. All right, man. Oh, you would do that. There goes my art reflect. You would do that. What an ass. What an ass. Can't believe he did that to me. Alright, man. Do it. Alright, I don't think this is gonna do anything to him, but oh, you can attack again? Suck! Alright, man. It's zero craft for me. I love it. Thank you very much. Alright. Should move you since you're being targeted. So no one else takes a hit. Chrono Drive. Do it again. Not today, sir. Not today.
ありがとうよ。
チャージします。
ありがとう。
さてと
Nice, I got 100 CPs! Alright.
アークス駆動。私の番ですね。
I still want to see what I want to see what that is, so I'm gonna keep whacking away.
もらった。任せろよ。
前
Restores HP and 15 CP. Evasion for 8 turns. Nice.
逃がせろ。ボルカニックハント。
前うなれ今だ
追撃します。
That!
さてとアークス駆動。
Man, you're just really beating her up.
なんとかしないと。
I can break your guard! Bitch!
俺の番だな。
Alright. I want to see what your S break is, so. And he'll get a zero, and he'll get a thing too, if he doesn't die. Honestly, that's pretty pretty meh.
せいぜい楽しむとしようぜ。ちょうだいだ。ほらよっと。仕込みはバッチリだな。しまいだ。
Die. Crimson Emblem. Fierce Crimson Slash?
悪くねえな。
Rumbling Smash
各種
3.
ステータス。
Good work, everyone. Phew, I'm glad things worked out. And it feels like the atmosphere around here is calming down. Then the apparition was the source of the problems down here. That seems to be the safe conclusion. I imagine the rest of the monsters will leave as time goes on.
それにしても俺も少しばかりエリゼの実力を見誤っていたかもな。エリゼは本当に強くなった。俺が想像していた以上にずっと兄として心配する気持ち自体は変わらないが、これからはもう少し信頼して背中を任せることにするよ。
兄様兄様にそう言っていただけると何より嬉しいです。
Huh. Pretty candid of you there, Schwarzer. That just goes to show how much Elise's resolve got through to him. Now that we've cleared up the cause of that creepy voice, let's head back and let Dorothy know what happened here. Nice. Never expected something like that to appear down there. Thank you so much, Rean. Don't mention it, we're glad to help. I still wonder what could have caused a spiritual being like that to appear. That's a good question. I know strange monsters and devils appear across the Empire during the last 2 wars, but now why now of all times? And that there's not just this incident. I mentioned that it appeared in Ymir recently as well. We still don't know what caused it. I'm convinced that something has happened just below Erebonia's surface again, at least. Great. Can't this country take a vacation from all the crazy supernatural crap for once? No. It was like all those otherworldly devils that appeared during the Great Twilight. I recall the ones we fought the last day while attempting to absorb large amounts of power. In fact, their appearance may have had something to do with the holy beasts of Earth. What's happening now is likely caused by something much different, but it's hard to ignore the similar outcomes are. In any case, we don't have much information to draw a conclusion as things stand. We should continue focusing on the investigation in front of us like we have been. Oh, would you take this? Consider it a token of my gratitude. We won't be needing to compensate the guild thanks to your help after all. Hopefully it'll be proved useful for during your investigation. Money? That'll definitely help me, because I'm like fucking broke. And before you go, could I interest you in a few copies of the new book I mentioned earlier? It's the third volume of the romance series I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into. Love Song, The Autumn Rain. What temptations await the pair of young men after overcoming so many trials? I'd go on, but saying any more would be spoilers. We wouldn't want that to happen now, would we? Besides, I'd rather support you by purchasing it for myself at a bookstore. You make a good point. In that case, I'd be looking forward to hearing your thoughts when you buy it for yourself and give it a read. Especially you, Ash. Oh, hell no! I expect Ash's spiciest essay to date. Alright, so what is that, Crimson Emblem? What is that? That is, that's not too bad. 58 strength and arts and 1500 HP up and sat down. Not too bad. I'll give that to Ash. Alright. We're done here. Let's get out of here. We're out of here. Let's see what we got. Lake Lord Company. This is the fishing one, isn't it? Yes, it is. What you got, lady? New bait, new rod? It's expensive, holy fuck. I'll buy 10 baits, because I have like none. Because I keep forgetting each route has their own inventory. So it makes you wonder if and whenever the routes meet up, would they join inventory? Because that's what happened in Neptunia. I think it was V2. Hello. If it isn't Rean in Class 7, and this would be your younger sister, right? I don't remember you guys at all. Hi everyone, I never thought you all would be dropping in like this. Sorry to barge in, it's good to see you again, Emily. You too, Teresa. Hello, my name's Elise Schwarzer. It's a pleasure to meet you both. If I remember correctly, you both served in the Imperial Air Force, yes? Are you here because of the incident in Crossbell? Good guess, but not quite. We're being transferred at the Joint Staff Office on recommendation from Supreme Commander Van Dyke. You are? That's great news, timing-wise. Though something tells me there's more to the story than that. Well, maybe it's Rean to be as sharp as attack. Something smells fishy, and it ain't the like of Aqueduct. We'd love to tell you what we know, honest. But it's still being treated as top secrecy, even within the military. We promise we'll compare notes when the time comes, though. Good enough for me, I'll look forward into it. With that out of the way, yeah, I'm pretty worried about what's happening in Crossbell. I know Elisa is probably okay, but the fact we haven't heard from her doesn't make it easier. I'm with you. We're in the dark thanks to the intelligence division being scaled back. It's so frustrating. All we can do is believe that she's somewhere safe right now and is okay. That's how I felt too. I know the friends we have there will never lose hope, no matter how grim the odds are. I can't imagine the old Class 7 being phased, but now of all times. You're right, there's no point in wringing our hands right now. Let's just do what we can from here. That's right, there may be tough times ahead, so look after yourselves and don't push too hard. Oh boy, got character notes! Yay! Alright, so Rivelt Company. What do you got, lass? Music box? I don't want that at all. I don't want it. Not at all. I don't want it. What about the cafe? Is there any recipe for me? There is. It's expensive, but I'll take it. Give me some pancakes. All right. Vander Training Hall. Is there anything in here? What's going on over here? Oh, just you guys. Alright, this is where I came out of. Okay. Alright, so... let us go to somewhere. Let's go... you know, let's just go down the list. Let's go to Vancouver. Vancouver. Excuse me. They got the boutiques. Let's check the boutiques. What expensive stuff are you selling? Not those. It's not even worth buying it for that shitty upgrade. Great for the arts defense though, but not much else. I'm good. Plus, I'm short of Mira. I should probably heal Ellie. Or Ellie's not Ellie. Orbital Factory? Can I upgrade slots? Weapons? I can do that one. Alright, so... oh good, a crit hit. Great, right, plus 1%. Wonderful. Give me... Diamond Nova R? Curia? Give me that. Lone Blade. Cast Arts. Evade. Perfect for evasion tanks, but I don't have any evasion tanks right now. Alright. I really should give Tira... well, you have Tira, you don't need Tira, so let me take that off of you. Let's go with defense. I'll give you Tira. Galleon Fort, Mind, Arts. I'd never use. Oh, I can't do that. Never mind. Can I replace this with anything? No, not really. EP1. Who has EP2? Oh, you do. That's fine. I'll get rid of shield. No, I'll put Cass on. I don't need that. Oh, I can't do that. No. I can't do that. Damn it! I have, like, nothing! Arts. I'll get rid of that. I've never used that. I'll put Tira on there. Silverthorn. Galleon Fort takes too much EP at a time, so I'm gonna take that off. I'll put Holy Breath on. Well, Holy Breath takes a lot too, but I can replace action one with the cast one. Alright, I can do that. For that. We'll go with that for the time being. Ugh. My collection in arts is not great.
Yes.
Hey Chris, what's up? Give me your newspaper. Man, what do you got? Get the department store. I'm too poor on money, so
いつも通り賑やかなもんだ。
情報規制も限界があるかと。早く手がかりを見つけないと。
ああ、この通りも回ってみよう。
You know what? Let's pop in there. I'm not gonna buy anything, but I'm too damn poor to buy anything right now. But might be recipes or books, for that matter. Kagimaru strap. I'll buy one for evasion tank purposes. Never know when I might need that. Oh, the stars up there. Too expensive. Nothing I need. What's going on over here? It's Alan! And Bridget. Hey, Rean. Fancy running to you here. It's been a while, hasn't it? Al and I were just enjoying some quality time together between one of his missions. Sorry to interrupt. So does that mean the army has been keeping you busy? Pretty much. The armored divisions have been stretching that thin due to the help being scaled back. I'm doing everything I can to reduce the load on General Craig and Lieutenant Colonel Neidhart. I still owe them a lot after the war. That's why I volunteered to travel around the Empire to serve as a Panzer soldat drill instructor and work on communications missions. The whole reason I'm in the capital today was to make a report. It's about something that supposedly affects all the divisions. Seems a little shady to me, but we're covering all our bases just to be safe. What causes you to find it suspicious? I don't think he's allowed to share that. I'm not, but I wouldn't be surprised if you guys ended up finding out on your own. Don't be surprised if the Imperial Armor reaches out to you when the time comes. Hearing that just makes me worried about what they have you doing. Even the nobility has been stressed this year with many families reorganizing their territories. My family has been helping coordinate. Father's been so busy that I've had to help him, which means it's been harder for Al and I to make time to see one another. It helps knowing that we'll finally be able to hold our wedding once things calm down. No shit. I bet that's a motivator. I suppose it is about time you two tie the knot. Congrats again. Thanks, man. Finally feel like I'm a man worthy of being by Bridget's side after leaving the war behind. I don't plan on letting that change between now and the big day. Yeah, there we go. Based on what we've heard so far from Alan and Emily, the armored divisions and the Air Force are both preparing for some sort of top secret mission. Given their current situation in Arabonia, that must mean... Garpies? Do you have a recipe? You do not. I did not want to talk to you. I didn't want to talk to you, Greg! That reminds me, when we were the students of the main campus ever since the prince went missing after the war and all that. Students seem determined not to lose a branch campus. Sounds like they're trying to figure themselves out. I didn't want to talk to you! Imperial tea, no thanks. Alright, well I got some RPs. I'm not quite sure what the RPs are for, but I got some RPs. Alright. We're at that point in time, so I'm gonna end it here. When we come back, we will head off around the city, gather more information. This man will just keep staring at me, and then we'll see what happens. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.